Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today in this video we are going to talk about the super trick related to the citric acid cycle. Citric acid cycle, as you all are familiar with, it is also known as the TCA cycle, or we can say it as a Krebs cycle. So let's start. First of all, as we are talking about the super trick, so first of all the main thing which is coming is this line. This line which will help you to make your own cycle of this citric acid cycle. So first of all, let's learn this. Allen Coaching Career Institute of Kota, sure selection for medical organization. Each and every word is important of this line. Allen Coaching Career Institute of Kota shows selection for medical organization. Now you will able to make your own citric acid cycle. So let's start. First of all, the word says Allen. Allen means A. The first alphabet of every word will help you to make your own citric acid cycle. So now I have successfully made this cycle using this line only. From this line I have made this cycle. You can also make it. So let's recheck it. First of all, here is Allen Coaching Career Institute of Kota. Sure selection for medical organization. Means our trick is helpful to write the cycle. Now what we will do is, we will now make all the words which we have written their actual meanings of these words. Now let's check it. A for acetyl coenzyme A. Okay. C means citrate, aconitate, isocitrate. The next one is oxalosuccinate. The next is alpha ketoglutarate. Next one is succinyl coenzyme A. Next one, succinate, fumarate, malate, oxaloacetate. Now the main thing which you have to remember over here is, these are the two rows in a straight line, but A and S are in the different lines. Okay, so now you have to remember here is, we have to use the word coenzyme A. Here we have to use the word coenzyme A. Except these, we never use the word coenzyme A in this. And the next thing which you have to remember is, in these two rows we have used the last word as 8. Everywhere you can easily check the word which is coming, that is 8. Okay, now the next thing which we have to remember is, here I will make two checkpoints, right? First checkpoint is on this O and second one is on this K. Means something special is going to happen over here. So now let's check it. First of all, as we all are knowing, acetyl coenzyme A is consist of 2 carbons, right? So here we can write as 2 carbon. Now oxaloacetate, we remember it as a 4 carbon compound. Next one, this checkpoint, we should remember it as a 5 carbon compound. Now what we have to do is, this 4 carbon and this 2 carbon will combine to make 6 carbon citrate. Okay, 6 carbon. The next one, as we are knowing, the checkpoint will come on the K, means alpha ketoglutarate, and that position the carbon will be removed. Means here it will be 6 carbon, and next one is also 6 carbon. Here 5 carbon. Now again we will remove 1 carbon and we'll make it 4 carbon. Then we knowing here it is also 4 carbon, means this will also the 4 carbon compound. So 4 carbon and 4 carbon. Now what we have to do is, now we have to make where is the CO2 is removed, means decarboxylation. Decarboxylation process is happened on which cycle? So we have to remember here is 6 carbon and here is 5 carbon, means CO2 must be removed from this. So we can remove the CO2 from this cycle. Okay, the next one, as we are knowing, here is 5 carbon, here is 4 carbon, means 1 CO2 will also eliminate from the cycle. So we can say it as 1 CO2 will remove from the cycle. So we have made CO2 also. Now we have to know about the energy, from where we get the energy. So basically first you have to remember here is, 3 NADH molecule will form from this cycle. Second one is 1 GTP molecule will form from this cycle and 1 FADH₂ molecule will form from this cycle. you have to remember this thing only. Then telling you about these energies, first I want to tell you about the enzymes which are used to complete this cycle. Okay, so now let's start. First of all, we have to see this citrate. We have to form the citrate from the oxaloacetate, so we have to use an enzyme which will be used, that will be the citrate synthase. We have to synthesize the citrate, so we will use the citrate synthase. Okay, now we will form the aconitate. If we have to form, then we will use the aconitase. The next one is also aconitase. The next one is the isocitrate. From the isocitrate to the oxalosuccinate, we will use the isocitrate dehydrogenase. Then again isocitrate dehydrogenase. That is super simple. Now let's move further. That here we are knowing that here is the alpha ketoglutarate. We will convert this into the succinyl coenzyme. Then we will use the dehydrogenase complex. Okay. The next one is very important. This is really very important enzyme, because this is thiokinase, and only this level only the substrate level phosphorylation take place, means one GTP molecule will form over here. Okay, so you will remember this, and I will also tell you about this in the next. Then we will further move about the from the succinate to the fumarase. We will use the succinic dehydrogenase complex, and that is the ETS enzyme. The next one, from the fumarate to malate, we will use the fumarase. The next one is the malate dehydrogenase. That is super simple. Now let's move further. Now we will talk about the energy level from where we have to use it. So first of all, you have to remember here, from the ketoglutarate to the succinyl coenzyme, the one NADH molecule will form. So let's represent from here that in this cycle one NADH molecule is formed. The next step also, as we are knowing, here comes T. This is a trick. Here comes T. In the cycle there is no T except this T, and this T. So we can remember this. This is one GTP molecule will form from one GDP plus inorganic phosphate. Okay, now let's move further. We will, in the next step, will form the one FADH₂ molecule from FAD plus. That is also quite easy. Then now we have made one GTP, one FADH₂, but we have made only one NADH. So one NADH we will form in the last step also, and one NADH we will form from the isocitrate to oxalosuccinate also. So this is very easy and super easy for you to remember the citric acid cycle. So thank you for watching.